Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Nikayla Heiler. I finally decided to make a YouTube video, and this is like my 4th attempt to do this, so I really hope this one turns out okay. But I decided to do a I decided to do a chit chat, get ready with me, get to know me type of deal. I got some questions and I'm going to answer them, and then I'm just going to talk about myself while I'm doing my makeup. So anyways, if you want to get to know me a little bit better and see me use some products that I've never used before, then just keep watching. So I have 2 new foundations that I got. I don't know if they're the same formula or not, but I have the Double Wear Estee Lauder Double Wear Nude Water Fresh, and then I have the Estee Lauder Double Wear Water Fresh, but it's a cushion. And this one is a little bit more yellow and this one's a little bit more pink, and they're both too light for me right now, I think. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use them both, because why not? This one might be good. We shall see. Maybe I'll just use this one today. The only time I'll use something underneath my makeup is obviously if it's like... Stop it! You don't like it? Oh, sorry. She said stop it. But the only thing that I'll ever use under my makeup is a moisturizer or my MAC stroke cream. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about me, shall we? So I am 25 years old. I have a baby. You could probably hear stomping around in the background. I had Naya when I was 23, so she's almost 2. She's actually, oh my, I'm sorry, I'm like a ghost. I need to do something about this. Okay, let's see here. But I had Naya when I was 23, so she's almost 2. She's 2 in 2 days. It's so sad. I'm going to take my Pro Glow in 206 because this is way too dark for me normally. I'm going to put that around the perimeter of my face. Try and give me some color. I don't know why I'm applying it like this, by the way. I'm trying to be really Instagram-y today. But yeah, she is 2. Light of my life. And I am married. I've been with my husband for 8 years. We've known each other for like 12. But yeah, we live in England because my husband is military. He's in the Air Force right now. And this is actually our first duty station. I don't know if we really like it. We've been here about a year, kind of struggling a little bit. We don't really have friends, but we are going to make the best of it. We're actually going to Scotland. Actually, did I say Scotland? No. We're actually going to Ireland here in September and August for my husband's birthday with his family. So I'm really excited about that because I have a friend that lives in Dublin and I'm so excited to see her. I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Burberry concealer. It's just kind of yellow, so I really like it. But yeah, we are trying to get used to England. We live kind of in the middle of nowhere, so it's really hard to get used to coming from the United States, and then just it's, you know, a different country in general, so we're trying to get used to it. But we love London. We've traveled to London almost 4 or 5 times now and just absolutely love London. It's such a fun place and there's so much to do, and every time we go we stay in a different part of town and we really just love it. I'm gonna go in with my Nudestix Bondi Bae. It's pretty much gone, so I just have, like, I stick my finger in there and then dot it. It really doesn't do much, but I'm just like trying to bronze up my face a little bit more. Before here we lived in Idaho. We actually lived in Caldwell, Idaho, because that's where I went to college. I played softball in college and got a scholarship to go to the College of Idaho to play. And the College of Idaho is a liberal arts college, so I studied marketing. Okay, so I'm going to start on my eyes. I always use my Urban Decay Primer Potion. think I'm going to use Soft Glam today and just do kind of like a red pink type of look. I like the foundation actually. I think it's nice and yellow, which I like. And then it just kind of like gives like a nice dewy finish to the skin, and it's really natural looking. So I really like that. Anyways, I'm going to go in with my Soft Glam palette. I've been using this non-stop. This look is kind of going to just be like an everyday type of look. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to take orange soda just to put in my crease. What else about me? So I have two sisters. My middle sister is named Katara, and she is 5 years younger than me. And then my youngest sister is named Sierra, and she is 10 years younger than me. I know, what was my mom thinking? I don't know. She wasn't. But I'm really close with them. They live in Wyoming. My whole family lives in Wyoming. My middle sister, Katara, she goes to college in Wyoming. So, oh my god, did I accidentally put a different color in this eye? Whatever. Now I'm going to go in with Dusty Rose. So I took orange soda right here in my crease, and now I'm going to go in with Dusty Rose right there. And I'm going to go right above the crease. I love this palette. I've been using it every day. Naya, excuse me. I'm filming. She doesn't care. So the other day, I was doing my makeup on Instagram Live, and Naya was being so quiet, and I posted this on my Instagram, so if you already saw this, I'm so sorry. But Naya was being so quiet, and I go into the other room, and she has my Makeup Forever Flash palette all over the bed. I was just like, is this real life? It was real life, and I had to throw those sheets away. So, and then the next day I went on Instagram Live, and I walk in there and she has my MAC lip liner smeared all over her baby doll's face. Honestly, kids, what can you do? I think I'm going to keep taking Dusty Rose and actually just put it right there. I'm so sorry if background noises bother you. My husband's actually out of town right now for more training, and so I have to have Naya around me, otherwise she draws on beds. Alright, I felt like the brightness of my video was all the way up, and that's because it was. So, I'm so sorry. I'll get better at this maybe. Cool, 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 cool. I'm going to go ahead and take Mulberry, which is the red shade, and I'm going to put that on my outer V. I have a really bad habit of just doing my eyeshadow in a wing shape and nothing else. And so I'm going to try to get better at that. My friend Tess Effects on Instagram, is really incredible at just like rounding her eyeshadow out. And every time I go to do rounded eyeshadow, I'm like, just try and be like Tess, and I can't. I'm not that good. But this palette, in my opinion, is very good. Okay, this got out of hand really quick. That's okay. Just keep adding it. It'll be okay. I do not know what she's doing right now. Hold on. Okay. Just checked on my child. She was jumping in a puddle of water. Yep, you heard that right. A puddle of water. We are indoors, folks. I love my kids so much. She's the best. Just kidding. I really do. Excuse me, what's happening to this eyeball? It's so ugly. Do you guys have an eye that you like better? Okay, we're just gonna probably leave it at that. Probably not, because we just keep adding and we just keep adding. until we hate the look, give up, cry a little bit, and then go to bed. I really wasn't going to make this like super intense, but you know what? Here we are, and I'm just going to have to deal with it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go into rose pink. I'm going to take my finger and smear that all over my eyeball. On the inner part of my eye, I guess. This color is so... Excuse me, Fallout! I didn't tap my finger off. That was the problem. I ever so gently try and pick it up with the bristles of my brush. Okay, here we go. Now we're cooking. You know what? I can't get in there because my talons won't allow it. I'll just take a brush. And then I'm just going to go ahead and blend the edges out with whatever is left on my brush that I had used. Hey, what is in your mouth? Is it popcorn? Oh, okay, sorry. Oh my god. What are you doing? What's on your lip? Did you find chocolate? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do just a smoked out bottom lash line. I'm going to take Dusty Rose. Now I'm going to go in with Mulberry. So someone did ask me how long I've been with my husband and how we met and stuff. And I'll go ahead and talk about that because I really don't have anything else to talk about. I know I'm forgetting a lot of things that are probably like important. Well, not important necessarily, but you know, entertaining things. But I'll just go ahead and tell you this story. She just dumped popcorn all over the floor. Can you not? Can you put it back? My husband and I have known each other for 12 years. He's 2 years older than me. He went to the same high school as me, actually. And what's funny is we hung out a lot when we were in high school together. When he was a senior and I was a sophomore, we hung out quite a bit because I was really good friends with his best friend. And so he always came over to my house and hung out with us. It was just like a group of friends that kind of just like hung out. And I never really talked to him. I always thought he was such a jerk because he was so quiet. I mean, he's not a jerk, he's just shy. He actually went off to college, played baseball in college, and I was a senior. It was my senior summer, and I went to the alumni baseball game, which is where people come back that have graduated and were on the baseball team, and they play in a baseball game against the now high school baseball team. And so we came back for the alumni game. But I was watching the game and I looked over at my friend and I was just like, who is that really good looking guy? She's like, that's Jay Kyler. And I feel like he's always been good looking, but I feel like in that moment is when I really noticed, like, oh my god, he's so good looking. So she just so happened to be kind of talking to his pal, and him and his pal came over that night to my house, and it was my birthday party. And they like stayed over for super long. We talked. I tried to flirt. He tried to flirt. And his version of flirting is like he said 2 words to me. And so I assumed he wasn't into me at all. Then they leave and I get a text from his friend like, hey, can I give Jake your number? And I was like, yeah, please do. Is that not romantic or what? But yeah, and that's kind of, we just dated all through college, and then I graduated and we lived in Caldwell, moved to Wyoming for a brief time, and then moved back to Caldwell. I found out I was pregnant probably like 5 months later, and then Jake got into the Air Force a little under a year later, and that is where we are now. But I'm going to take rose pink, which is that shimmer pink that I put all over my lid, and I'm going to put it right here towards the inner corner of my eye. And then I'm going to go ahead, throw some lashes on, and then I'll come back. Okay, so I just got my lashes on and threw on some mascara. I also poked my eye out with my tweezers, so there's that. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go in with this luxury eye crayon by Kiss, and it's in the color orange brown, and I think I want to use this one. I also have this one. It's in the color pink rosé. I might actually just go in with the pink rosé one and see how that looks, and then if it's not dark enough, I will use the orange brown. Oh no, this is nice. Okay. We'll just go ahead and use this because it matches the shimmer pretty well. Now for the lips. Actually, no, I need to bronze my face. So I'm going to use my Tarte Park Avenue Princess. This is pretty red on me though, but I think it'll be okay. If my eyelash looks like crap, forget about it. Just don't even think about it. It's fine. I poked myself in the eye with tweezers. Give me a break. I'm going to use this Rude Cosmetics palette. I'm going to go ahead and take this one right here. It's kind of like a peachy, natural peachy shade. And then I'm going to mix it with this like shimmery one over here. It's a nice palette. My child just spilled popcorn all over the floor, so I just had to vacuum. Look at me go. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go in with Honey Love from MAC. I'm going to use my new MAC Hyper Real Glow. But I'm going to take the one on the very end that has kind of like the gold and mix it with the one in the very front. And yeah, that's the finished look. So I'm going to go ahead and answer some questions that you guys sent. How long have you been in the beauty world, and how long were you advertising yourself before you got recognized by big companies? That is the first question. I've been doing my makeup Instagram for 2 years now. Seriously, I've had it for a while, but I wasn't really taking it very seriously. I wasn't doing posts specifically for my Instagram up until 2 years ago. I started getting recognized by big companies about a year ago, so it took me about a year to get attention, but I was working really hard. I was posting every single day, sometimes 3 times a day, and that's kind of just how stuff took off for me. Honestly, I don't know how I got recognized. I just engaged with the brands a lot on their social medias and tagged them, used their hashtags, and kind of got their attention from that. But yeah, it took me about a year, and that was a lot of hard work and posting every single day, 3 times a day. I was doing the 100 Days of Makeup Challenge, and that kind of like, I went from 500 followers to 2,000 in a matter of 80 days. So that took off really quickly, and then I wasn't able to finish because we just moved. But I always think I want to do that again, but it's so hard. It's so hard. It's so time consuming. I have a 2-year-old that gets into everything, as you've seen in this video. So yeah, I don't know how that would happen. I also got, what's the biggest challenge about creating social media content in 2018, and how do you deal with it? I think the biggest challenge is staying original to yourself and knowing that the content you put out is stuff that you're happy with and not that you're doing to please other people. I think it's really hard not to get caught up in followers and getting recognition by brands and stuff, but all of that will come as long as you're being original to yourself and being unique to yourself, because there's so many people doing the same exact thing. That's really been hard for me lately. I feel like I've been pretty caught up in worrying about reposts or where my follower count is, and I've lost a lot of creativity that I used to have. I always have to keep that in mind, is to keep my creativity alive and just stay true to myself. Okay, so another question. What made you start to love makeup? This is actually really kind of funny and random. I'd say the first time I really got into makeup was my grandma was always super into what she looked like. She was always wearing matching jewelry sets with her beautiful matching outfits. She always had her hair done, her makeup done, and I think my mom learned that from her. So when I was growing up, my mom was very into presentation and how we looked. So I went to school all the time with my hair done, the coolest accessories. Sorry, I'm painting Naya's nails. This is what it's like to be a mom and film a video / do makeup and be productive. But anyway, so my mom was always, like, got us really into being girly girls and dressing up and doing our hair and wearing jewelry and stuff. And then when I got to the age where I could start wearing makeup, I started experimenting with it. My mom started putting lip gloss on me, mascara on me, and showing me how I could do it. My grandma started sending me makeup every year for any holiday she could, and I really started to like it. But I didn't seriously get into it until I started playing softball. And I remember I seriously got into it because I saw this girl, and I looked up to her a ton. She was about 2 years older than me, I think, and she was so good at softball, and I thought she was so beautiful. And I just wanted to be like her. And I remember she wore this really big wing every single game, and I was just like, that's amazing. So I started wearing a really big wing, and then it just kind of took over from there. I started watching YouTube videos. And then every softball game I had to have a bunch of makeup on, which is really funny, but I mean, my college team was super into it. We all wore a lot of makeup. I've always been super into art stuff, so it just was something that I was like, wow, I can experiment and do this like really artistically and wear purple eyeshadow with a gold wing or gold eyeshadow with a purple wing, because that was our team colors, and it just grew from there. And then I got, have you ever tried to teach your kids to do makeup if your kids are super young? And never mind this question. Well, my kid is 2, but I'll kind of expand on that. She already plays in my makeup a ton. She loves, like right now, she's getting her nails painted because she loves getting her nails painted. And she always pretends to do her own makeup and her baby's makeup too. So I'm just gonna kind of like have to wait it out and see. I'm gonna see what she wants to do, but I mean, yeah, I'll teach her how to do makeup, I guess. I also got how did me and my husband meet, but I already answered that earlier. So I got the question, what is my favorite makeup brand and my go-to palette? My favorite makeup brand, this is tough one because I really like Anastasia, and I think I have a special place in my heart for Anastasia because they were like one of the first big brands to reach out to me, and that was my first event that I went to. I went to the Anastasia Halloween party in LA, so they kind of have a special place in my heart. But I do also really love Makeup Forever. Makeup Forever has just a bunch of foundations that I really love, work for my skin super well. I love their HD stick. And then on top of that, they just like fulfill my artistic needs. They have their paints, they have glitters, they have every color you can imagine, and I just love them so much because they really appreciate the artistic side of it. But my go-to palette right now is Soft Glam by Anastasia because it's just, it's so good. It's so good. And I also just got Sugar Pill shadows, and I do have to say, I love them so much. So I've been reaching for that and trying to figure out how to use that every single day too. But yeah, that's about it. Those are all the questions I'm going to answer. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got to know me a little bit more. I am going to keep trying to film, as you can tell from this video. But as you can tell from this video, it's been... It's really hard when you have a toddler. But I want to film more. My next one's going to be a tutorial, so if you have any requests, go ahead and leave them down below. I know this wasn't necessarily a tutorial because I didn't go over what I was doing, how I was doing it, nothing. But I hope you guys kind of enjoyed it and it kept you entertained, hopefully. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and go ahead and leave a comment down below and tell me what you want to see from me because I'm just getting started. And if you could like this video and subscribe, that would be so great. I would be so thankful for you. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. And it feels so weird waving. Loosen up.